about learning maths by playing games. Welcome, my name is Caroline from Bubbly Maths. I'm representing, it's not here, I founded Bubbly Maths and also a very exciting organization called the Global Teacher Empowerment Network. And as part of that, we do monthly workshops. We just broadcast them online for teachers and informal teachers as well as formal teachers around the world that work in disadvantaged communities in developing countries. We also have some other teachers that get involved, which is really great because we have a variety of teaching styles in the group. And I'm doing daily lives at 7 at the moment, at 7 London time, to promote the Global Maths and Science lesson, which is on. Let's get the banners going. Da 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 da. Ticker tape. Show the banner. You register at bubblymaths.co.uk/GMSL. We're working on the website for the G10 Maths website, the Global Teacher Empowerment Network website. And when that comes live, that next year basically, that'll be the URL. And that is, you do this, it's a 30-minute lesson. You do it anytime on Thursday, September the 23rd. If it's something you're interested in, please register and tell other people. And if it's something that it's not you, but you know someone that's a teacher, or you know children in schools, let everybody know. Get them all to register and join us and be part of this huge global event where thousands of learners all around the world do the same 30-minute lesson, which is very easy for the teachers to do. It can be done during a break if you want to, or it can be done as part of the maths lesson because it's a very valuable maths lesson. This year it's on fractions, but there's lots and lots of activities to follow it up with. And then there's activities for early years, there's activities for the learners who are near school leaving age, and the activity itself is probably aimed at 8 to 12-year-olds, but anybody can enjoy doing the activity. Anybody that understands a fraction can enjoy doing the activity. So what are we doing today? What we're doing today's game is, I'm going to share my trusty visualizer with you. I was going to do this in the car park, but as it turned out, I couldn't get onto StreamYard in the car park. I was logged out at the time, so never mind. So what we've got, this is our start post. Start. And this is our finish post. And what we've got to do is we've got to get from here to the finish. And we're going to do it. Whoops, that's not quite half, but anyway, we'll pretend it's. So this is 0.0. This is halfway there. So this is basically we've let's call it 1 unit. We've managed to get to 1 unit, and then the finish. This is the question. What value is the finish line? And the rule is that every time you take a step, the next time you take your next step is half the distance and half again. So here we go. The first step is 1 unit. So it's a giant leap. And the next one, so that's 1. The next one, we've gone whoop, all the way to there. The next one, we go half. And the next one, we go half that distance, which is a quarter. And the next one is half that distance, which is an eighth. And the next one is half that distance, which is 1/16. And the next one, which is half that distance, which is 1/32. And the next one, which is half that distance, which is 1/64. And you keep going and going and going and going until you work out how far it is from the beginning to the end, when actually it's a lovely game. And I really wanted to do this in the car park and actually do it with my feet, because it's a fun game to play, in that you can do it in the playground and you just set up effectively three lines: the start, halfway from the start to the finish, and then from there on they've got to keep going half and half and half and half, and you'll have a good giggle. And those that can calculate what the size of the fraction as it gets smaller and smaller, and have a conversation about that, not so much that distance there as well, how long will it take you to get to the finish line, and what else, how small the fraction is going to be to get you to the finish line, and what else. It's what we use is an expression called tending to infinity, or it basically brings up the conversation of infinity, the concept of infinity, which is the amazing difference between, well, the amazing power that mathematics has. You can visualize, you attempt to visualize infinity, and with a lot of mathematics you actually have to use the concept of infinity to work with maths and the things. You can do that to any age. You can do that when you're very, very small. Small kids love big numbers and infinity. And think of Buzz Lightyear, to infinity and beyond. It generates a lot of interest and excitement, and it's a really, really, really important thing to visualize. And that's all we can do. All we can do with infinity is visualize it, because will we ever get there? That's the question. So that's a lovely little game that you can play, and you can play it, especially with young children. It's something that you can do on a regular basis, and it's kind of a different version of hopscotch. It's half the distance hopscotch, and then you can get to play with the thoughts about reaching infinity, and can you ever get there, and how would you ever get there. So that's today's mini broadcast, and we're here, as I say, to promote the Global Maths and Science lesson, which is on any time on Thursday, September the 23rd. You have to register to, well, you can do the activity, but in order to get a certificate of participation, in order to count, in order for your learners to count, you've got to first register, and then afterwards we'll send you an email with a link to ask you to fill in a second form, which the first registration gives us approximate numbers. We just have an idea how many people are joining us thanks to that. After you've done the event, what you do is you submit a photograph. It doesn't have to be of the children's faces. It can be if you want. That's up to you. But we want to see the activity. We want to see action. We want to see exciting photos. And that's proof that you've participated. And then you put in your numbers, how many learners, how many adults, everybody counts. And then we send you two PDFs by email. One is for the organization, so it can be a school, it can be home, it can be a family, it can be scouts, it can be any organization, it can be a church organization. And if you'll do a Saturday session, by the way, it's okay if you do it, if you don't actually have a session on the Thursday. We won't mind if you do the activity on the day that you do have your session, and then just submit it as soon as possible. We'll still count your numbers, but we'll know, please do state that it wasn't done on the day so that we can count up our numbers on the day. But you're still participating with doing the same activity as all the other learners. So thank you for joining us. Please do register. Tell everybody. If it's something that you don't need to do or want to do, tell other people about it. Tell people that you think might be interested in doing it. And we've got libraries signed up. We've got lots of schools. We've got families signed up. Lots of different people. And I'm also going to be doing some lives on the day. So please do contact us. Or if you fill in the form, put a note at the bottom, say, can we arrange a live? Because I am doing some lives. It is getting not filled up yet, but I don't you know, I don't have an infinite amount of time. I have 24 hours, and I probably require some sleep as well. But do get in touch if you'd like us to do a live with your. Now let's see, somebody. Oh, Cynthia! Yay! Cynthia is organising an event. It's lovely to see you, Cynthia. She's organising an event at her library, so that's going to be lots of fun. And yes, I'm doing a live at her library. I don't know what time yet, though. We haven't worked that out yet. So see you tomorrow. I'm doing lives 7 o'clock every night until the 23rd. So with a different game every night. Enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Sign up. The link is in the description. It's going across the screen. Please do sign up. Thank you.